The starboard ain't big enough for the both of us.
It sure ain't, boy.
Well, it's Monday night once again. Good evening, everyone. Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series is here once again. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShera, per usual. We're ready to rock and roll. Kellen Spurlin taking on Mike Carter. A kind of unknown quantity in Mr. Kellen Spurlin here tonight, huh?
Hey, Fat Cat is going to make a name for himself this evening. First of all, the shirt that he's wearing is chef's kiss of perfection for the nickname Fat Cat, and I cannot wait for you all to see it. Plus, the mustache alone makes him a star. And then he has a 5.25 average, and he has taken out some big dogs early in this CSC Challenger Series. We're talking taking down Derek Hinkle in the first round, who had the second highest average in the CSC after round one. And then Rick Hinsey, the juggernaut in round two, to get to this point against Dynamite Carter. I guess they've had some run-ins in the past here recently that has led to some interesting results. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be a good one for sure.
Yeah, first time I saw Kellen was actually last year at Shark Tank, I believe, if not the year before. And yeah, just the attire and the get up from him was the one that it really spotted my eye. That's the stash alone, the cheetah print. I was like, okay, this guy's ready to for a nightlife in Miami, if let alone a dart match tonight. So yeah, looking forward to the flashy, elegant Fat Cat taking on Mike Carter. Well, we all know what Mike's capable of. We've seen him here frequently, haven't we?
Yes, we have. He is an absolute animal on the dartboard. Recently retired, now back in the game, where he is doing really well, making the third round as a recently retired CSC player in a very tough showing so far. I'm expecting this to be a great matchup tonight. Dynamite Carter knows how to play in the CSC, and I think that's really important because this race to 9 format, we talk about it every time. There's certain players that know how to play for those types of finishes, those last leg deciders, and Dynamite Carter is one of the best.
Well, I got to state it. You said retired. You're never going to be retired until you're in the dirt, folks. Just say it, okay? Just believe that, because you can always pick up the sticks no matter how old or your ability is. You can just get back into it at any point. So reminder on that one. Reminder. But yeah, we should see a good one. Let's get into this tail of the tape. What do you say? Let's start off with Fat Cat, Mr. Kellen Spurlin. He's playing for ECS Inc. That's a good one there. That's a good one. Casey's 218 is his location. They do love their Casey's up there in is it Iowa that he's from? Right?
Yeah, Waterloo.
Right?
Waterloo.
They take their Casey's seriously up there, so no wonder they got a bar named Casey's as well.
The 218.
525 MPR, a 198 all-star ranking. He's just some Colonials, 18 gram. Well, hopefully there's some Will Stewart Colonials. Let's just say that they are. And fun fact, the Colts are, yes, they are. They're currently 2-0. They unfortunately are 2-0, which I did text Sean a little bit too quick and said 1-1 as they threw a random flag on the ground in that Colts matchup.
Hey, listen, some call it a random flag, some call it a leverage, and if the refs call it leverage, that's all that matters to me. And thank you for that gift of a win. And I feel so bad for the Broncos, but we'll take it. And 2-0. How's those Chiefs?
Hey, you can't start them off every year great, can you? But there's always a comeback around the corner. Let's go to Mike Carter. What do you say?
All right, Dynamite Carter playing out of Troy Vending at Bull Shooters. There in Phoenix, Arizona. Been playing for 15 plus years. That average heading into tonight is a 4.98, although it did not count one of his 2 matches somehow or another, but we're going to figure that out later. A 543 on the all-star rank list. He's throwing those monster Mike Carter 18-gram darts. And there's the fun fact. The Chiefs are currently 0-2. Man, a couple of great facts early on in this CSC.
I love how everybody's like, oh, the first time Patrick Mahomes has gone 0-3. Like last year freaking matters for this year. Get out of here.
No, it doesn't.
Get out of here.
0-3 does not. That is garbage. I agree with that completely. Listen, we are in for an epic showdown. So let's go over the rules and the specific format for the CSC Challenger Series.
Look at that group of people, Sean.
Yeah, Waterloo, Iowa. Casey's is off and running. And when you have a character like Fat Cat stepping up to this line, look at that. I mean, just if there was perfection to put in a museum, that Kellen Spurlin belongs in it. That's for sure. And I like the move on the last. Do you?
It's not a bad move, especially early. It kind of checks Mike right after the get-go. You can see him double taking here. Granted, it's more for the board to move over, but it kind of forced him to make a decision. Well, now he's only got one decision. Hammer the triple, 19 or 20. There you go.
And he get her done. And Dynamite Carter going first. I don't know if I like the decision now because the 140 would have been better than the 125, but there's nothing you can really do about it at this point. So, double elimination style tournament. The players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start that match. We just saw that. Dynamite Carter getting the start. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. And if either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That is that PPD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance,
and we go for some speed here,
those players will cork for starting that last leg decider. Excited to get this going, buddy.
I'm just excited for this.
Yeah.
Look at the viewership just behind the players alone. Normally we don't get to see that a lot. Like that kind of filling in the background. Come on now. We see some packed crowds, but like that, oof.
But listen, this is I don't know any of the fine folks there in Iowa, but this might be a quality over quantity situation here. Which location is still going to be the loudest cheering section? Because one of them has Alyssa Evans behind him, and the other ones do not. So that might tell you everything you need to know here. As far as the loudest cheering section, is it going to be Phoenix or Waterloo? But that is a massive cheering section there for Kellen. And I don't know how that doesn't cause a lot of pressure.
It will, but if it's family and friends too, I mean, it can kind of
ease goes all
you
the way
a little
across.
bit. Yeah,
it goes all the way across that bad boy.
It's very impressive, and we're looking at our first 9 of the night. Oh,
well, that's right. That's just a little commentator's curse if I've ever seen one.
But not even that close on the 9. Come on.
No, it was not. And I don't know if I like that second dart from Mike, but I must be blocked completely on the 20s in order for him to be switching like that. I wonder if that nice lady knew that it was going to be packed in there on a Monday night.
She's thinking money, 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 money. I'm making money. Big 7 for Kellen.
Oh, Heather Fuller's in the background too with her what. So, yeah, it's going to be a loud atmosphere there too.
Kellen, the advantage here is his way. 57 points. Let's see if he goes ahead and goes right for the 20s. He does not. Electing for more points before doing so. You surely got to take a look. What are you doing, young man?
I mean, if you're going to hit 114 points every round, there's nothing Mike Carter can do here. He will be down at least 1 point.
I guess either way you attack it, you're setting the tone for the match right here, right now. And you can see Mike thinking that the 20s will surely go at some point here. So he opts for the 18s here as a second choice option.
Oh, look at this. Ooh. Fat Cat went hunting there. and got another 2 treble turns. I know Mr. Jono in the chat pointing out that Kellen has the left eye dominant right-handed player, Phil Taylor-esque set in his throw. And always important, folks, as a dart player, to know what your eye dominance is. It can change exactly how you see the whole entire board.
Certainly can. But the big time advantage the way of Kellen. Mike's forced to stay here for 9. Has to work his way on over on that throw line to try and do it. I don't know if he's going to have the... Hey, he finds it somehow or another. I was like, surely that's not the way you want to move with those darts laying like that. But, hey, he elected to just move right on over and hit it.
Man, Kellen is automatic on those 19s right now. And he hits all 9 of them. Boom goes the dynamite for Fat Cat.
First one of the evening. And, yeah, if he's going to be like that on the 19s this evening, watch out.
Well,
Mike
he's
Carter
one of the
needs to
lead.
Put
Yeah,
that
go
in the
ahead.
back of his head.
Yeah, he is one of the leaders in 9 marks this season with 27 of them, 26 normal 9 marks, and the 1 white horse for Kellen Spurlin.
Well, you look at it compared to Mike Carter. I mean, Mike's only got 5.
Yeah,
So,
but that is missing 1 match, and
okay.
because only counts 16 games that he's played, and I have zero idea still to this point how that happened because both of his opponents have 2 games played. So
I was a little curious on that one. Like maybe something just got left off by accident. But hey, we're people too. We make mistakes. Come on, folks.
wait, we are?
No. How about our first leg going over 1,000 points?
Mm-hmm. And we're only in round 10. This could actually be on track for 2,000 if you're Kellen.
Let's not do that, boys. Let's not make this a long, drawn-out process. Let's have some fun in between here.
Ooh, Dynamite went for the double.
Interesting move to attack then.
I don't hate it with the higher ground situation and how much Kellen has relied on those 19s. Yeah, they mentioned they played a qualifier this weekend and did some battle against each other, 3-2 score line in that one. So both gentlemen knowing each other, and that's about the exact same situation for Mike there. Can just hit the single 19.
And we'll see
Pretty
how
much the same distance.
Kellen reacts to this. Does he attack the 16s or 15s? Exactly what he does.
Oh, big last. He had just that corner.
If you would have feared, he would have feared for his advantage there if he would only hit the single on that 16. Still could fear it here. Mike's kind of thinking he wanted to test the waters there on the 16.
Yeah, glancing blow on the 17s there. Not the best. Well, Super 8, we'll be back. And no, not with this many views. CSC Challenger Series is one of the best. Guys, by the way, share this out. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let everybody know that we are live here. Dynamite Carter, Kellen Spurlin. I know those names. Well, I know Mike Carter's name is a big one. Kellen Spurlin, you're going to want to watch Fat Cat tonight. It's going to be some great darts. What a character. And I'm telling you, that background is going to light up from time to time. And those are the great moments.
Definitely so. Mike saying Kellen's throw reminds him of Darren Young. Yeah, except for the fact that Darren's a lefty. But yeah, exactly the same in the perspective of where their elbow sits and bringing it back to follow through. Yeah, I think you're right in line with that. Kind of Darren Young-esque.
I'm surprised Mike didn't work out that math before, but he hits it anyway. Boom goes the dynamite on the 17s, his first. And this is a high-scoring ball game. This score line is going up, up, and away.
Yeah, but Mike sure is chipping at this, isn't he? This may be the opportunity he wants. Trip 16.
He's stepping over
he's
to go
gonna stay.
15s.
He's
Or
gonna
17, sorry.
He's going to stay.
Yeah, and it glanced up instead of down.
Now, if he would have hit a triple with one of those darts, he's definitely taking the look.
I think the same might be true here.
We only need 2 to close. There you go.
He's going all the way over. He did go all the way over.
This is when I wish we had the microphone present so we could hear a little bit of those roars tonight from both of our crowds.
All right, Nick, you have a new job. You have to react as both of the crowds. Good luck.
Well, Nick's new job is that he's going to be traveling and doing the CSC on site.
Oh, what?
Big 7 mark.
Not quite enough. 5-5-6 playing a 5-4-1 here in leg number 1. And we are 17 rounds deep. And a wide open visit there from Kellen is going to give a huge opportunity here to Mike.
Yeah, he's going to take it. You know he will. There's a double 16 to close.
Point.
And Mike Carter may escape with this leg after all.
Ooh, boy.
Oh, is it tricky? Round 18.
Oh, look at this. Okay. Carter does have the bailout opportunity. Does he go at it? I think he do with the 15s, right? Yeah. And he only needed 2. Nods the head in approval. And 1-0 lead for Dynamite Carter.
What a battle. 5-1-7, 5-2-0 to open us up in an intense 18-round battle. Wow. And that, we'll see what this does for Kellen if he can just shake it right off. That very well should have been his leg with how consistent he was in the early stages.
Man, this
only
is
2.
So far, this match is a wigwam and a teepee. It's 2 tenths.
Intense. It's intense.
No, 2 tenths.
Not if the wigwam's inside the teepee.
And Darcy letting everybody know that we have 60+ people here at Bullshooters watching Carter. You just can't see them. We believe you, actually, because Bullshooters is gigantic.
Who cares? Anyways, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
Kidding. I can't do that. No, there's a lot of people that are watching. They just may not be present right behind Carter. We know that Bullshooters is a pretty big bar when it comes to pool as well as the mini dartboards. So, yeah, if we can get a zoomed out view sometime down the road, you'll be able to see that as well. But
oh, good last start from Mike Carter. One thing we haven't really seen a whole lot of is Kellen.
yeah, hogwash on the 60. I'm gonna just say it right now.
We can move those cameras. And listen, she said about.
What, missing 40?
I said 60+. Never mind.
No, we've seen some great, like I said, we've seen some great crowds in the past, but this one as an opener, because how many times have we seen this location?
This is the first.
Exactly. So that's very, very cool to see, just the support there for Kellen.
And Kellen earning it so far. Down 1-0, but out in front in the points here. Let's see how Dynamite attacks it. Not going to get the point lead back. So Kellen probably going to point first before going at those 17s. And with the higher ground, he can stay there as long as he wants. And I think that's also part of the Darren Young style of throw. And I know Nick just said it in our ears, but he does throw the dart he grips it from the very front. Does Kellen. And Darren, notorious for that. And Ram in there, 1-9-2 this evening.
It's a pretty dominant win there for Ram Guevara.
That one over Brian Dennis, the Floridian.
Brian's still hanging in there, man. He's just a force, isn't he?
Yes, he is. It's crazy that next week we'll have only 4 players left on the winner side of both divisions.
It comes and it goes so quick here. That's why we're already in season number 9.
Kellen looking down. Yeah, he looked down. Not going to be happy with the result of that third dart. That was more fat cat than triple cat that he was looking for. Oh, big last from Mike Carter. Cuts out those 18s.
Yeah, big time collection there, forcing Kellen to the 16s once again. And a little sporadic.
We talk about it. 16s and 15s are the hardest darts to adjust on. Unless you're Mike Carter. Great 7 mark once again. 5-6-3. Kellen's dropped off a little bit in leg number 2. And with the throw, this could hurt to go down 2-0 early.
And it's early stages, right? Go ahead. Nick.
Just gonna say, saw a couple comments here from different people on Facebook having some troubles with the live stream. Live stream's up, fine and going. It looks like Facebook might be having some issues. So if you are having issues, go over to YouTube. Stream is loud and clear over there. Do apologize about that, but everything should be fine on our end. Just some issues with the Facebook servers.
Well, all right. Pesky Facebook doing pesky things.
Come on, Zuck. Get it
Hey,
together.
I mean, it is changing, man. It's always changing these days. So
is he looking at? No, he's going to stay with the 17s and 15s. Yep. I do like what Mike just did there. He knew that he was going to have to get rid of it eventually. Didn't want to throw the single 17 and then be forced to decide, get rid of the 16 first, and then you know what to do. And Spurlin in trouble.
yeah, he's certainly in trouble here. 3 bulls needed. I'm surprised he didn't just give it the old one time for the one time with his first dart.
Yeah, and he did that last. Yeah, he did that last leg, and it worked out great. A little bit more careful here. He's in pretty much the exact same boat he was before his last round. I like the way that's laying. Yeah, I think he did too.
So it
He's
won't
up
come
enough. Yeah.
I was just gonna say it won't come across in Kellen's demeanor with the loud persona of outfits and that 1,000 plus point leg to start things off. But I mean, Kellen's coming into this very nervy, in the sense that like he talked about at the end, just after we cut his interview, just how much he is feeling the nerves, feeling the heat right now, with the cameras and everything else. It's a new experience for him. So it's one of those things that he really needs to get that first leg in. And I thought that first one was going his way, because I think once he gets one of those, he'll truly feel settled. And he was throwing spectacular despite not being settled in that first leg.
I mean, I don't know if you watched in the background there. We already had someone just give up on him. 2 legs down. They gone. No, I'm kidding. They probably went to the bathroom or something. I'm just messing around.
Wow.
But Mike Carter up 2-0 early on. And we talk about that as something else, right? First time on stream is a different beast. And again, that level of people behind you, you wonder if that happens when he's not on this stream that week, if you know what I'm saying. And how much more heightened that would be.
And this is why, I was kind of just about to say that before Nick jumped in, is it's a little early. It's only leg 2 here in middle of leg 3. But yeah, we said Mike's been here. He's done that. He's been through the jumps and the strides of the CSC. So he's been in this very moment where he's been down and out in a match or up in a match, where Kellen has not. The stream matches are just a little bit new for him. So it'll be interesting to see how he develops in these next couple legs here. Can he put one on the board, make a charge forward? We'll find out.
Well, it helps when your opponent is throwing a 3-5 after a couple rounds and you're able to just kind of jump out early here. You can stay. Yeah. Good close the 19s. Great add of points. And yeah, you're absolutely right, Will. Putting that first leg on the board is such a settler.
It truly is. Once you get one, you feel like you can settle down a little bit. You feel like you're there. You're meant to be there.
Yes, and I want to make it perfectly clear to a lot of people that a lot of times you're not guaranteed to win a leg, but boom goes the dynamite there for big fat cat Kellen Spurlin with a big fat.
If I was just tuning in, I wouldn't know whether to take that to heart or
oh no, it's a good
what?
Thing.
My goodness, what a call there from Sean Green.
Hey, listen,
big fat cat.
Hey, I didn't emphasize that. I didn't put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Okay. Mike Maloney defeats Jordan Elzinga. So rookie CSC player falls to Mike Maloney. I'm going to guess less than a last leg decider this week for Mike, maybe, as he went the distance the last 2 weeks.
Good little run on the winner side, though, for a newbie.
Absolutely, and he'll move over to the loser side, where definitely doesn't get easier, but he gets to come into that side a little bit later on than some of those other folks.
Yeah.
Yep, Mike just practicing for leg number 4. And I keep forgetting if his nickname's Big Cat or Fat Cat, so that's why I messed up and said Big Fat Cat. but I'm also gonna say that's when the big dog comes out, or the big cat. That's what I meant. Big cat.
He's gonna be meowing and barking.
Reggie, that's a nickname.
That was not me. I'm sorry that this. I'm sorry. I do blame myself. I do apologize for that. Oh, that'll do. 477 from Kellen Spurlin gives him his first leg on the board, and man, he's showing a lot of juice. It just depends on timing here. And Mike Carter, those first 2 legs, he timed that last shot perfectly in leg number 1, and since then has been able to roll with the advantage, just like this.
Yeah, I mean, they're both showing moments here, but they haven't shown their true form on the season. We've yet to see that. I mean, we've seen some moments, but not those consistent back and forth legs where we've, have that current, make believe NPR of a 4.98 for Mike because we're missing those stats. But for Kellen, we do have that 5.25. Currently, he's averaging a 4.62, where Mike's only averaging a 4.7. So definitely a lot more in the tank. We'll see if we can see moment or right now from Mike Carter.
Well, boom goes the dynamite right there on call.
Beautiful 9 mark for him as he continues to shred here. Opens up the 7, follows it with the 9. Now Kellen's on the rocks right off the bat. Mike's just about to ask him, do you want salt or sugar, brother?
I was going to say, it depends on the beverage of choice on whether or not on the rocks is the right way to go.
Oh, when you're talking Phoenix, come on now. Got to go with a margarita every once in a while.
Oh, yeah, margarita too. But I thought you meant water because it's hot there all the time.
No, sir.
But if it was water, on the rocks is the best way to do that.
Hot take after we get a big white horse from Mike Carter.
Yeah, the second 9 mark of the leg. Nick?
Yeah.
All righty.
All right. Okay.
What's everybody's top Gatorade flavor? Let's hear it in the chat.
That like white one, the ghost white, the frost white, that one.
You mean glacier cherry? Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Glacier cherry, or it's the cool blue. I mean, it's cool blue.
Melon. You got to go melon. The
melon?
The orange melon.
What is this like the chicken chicken on the stick for you again from the Fair Foods? What are we talking about?
No, melon, dude. Melon is a top tier Gatorade flavor.
If you're out of every other flavor, it would be number 1.
No.
What are you talking about? Have you ever hydrated with electrolytes?
Melon, top tier.
No one in the chat is going to say melon. I guarantee
you not. But it's a flavor that was elite, dude. It was elite. 6.0 from Mike Carter gets it done in the 4th leg. Fierce apple's a good one, and cucumber lime. Get out of here, Al. Come on, brother.
Al, we just judged you hard for that one. Anything with cucumber in it that doesn't even belong in Gatorade.
Some people say that cucumber lime is the fierce, like the one that hits for them, and I can't believe it. I've tried it, and I'm just
it called cucumber melon?
No, that's the cucumber lime. Melon, it was an orange one. I've got so mad at myself. I've gotten mad at myself so many times thinking that I got the melon, but I really got the orange. Yeah. It was kind of a deceiving taste.
All right, I guess I have to look for it. Boom goes the dynamite there from Mike Carter. Opens up with a 9er.
So, wait. Well, you grabbed an orange drink and got mad that it was orange flavored before? Is that what you're telling me?
No, it was a deceiving color because the melon was the same orange as the orange Gatorade. So you grab the orange Gatorade, think it was melon, and it was the opposite.
No further questions.
Yeah. But
I hope so. This has been a good diatribe.
I knew, dude, when you talk Gatorade flavors, it's always going to pull out some elite comments, okay? For sure.
Well, I'm going to have to try and find this melon flavor, I guess.
Oh, look at this. Chat GPT answer from Bobby. Yes, many consider Gatorade Fierce Melon as their go-to Gatorade, and then it disappeared on me. There we go. Top tier flavor due to its refreshing, smooth, and realistic melon taste. There we go. Thank you, Bobby. I'm glad we could entertain you guys tonight.
They're entertaining us. I mean, I like how you said hot take there for like ice being in water, and then you went with melon as your flavor of Gatorade, which is obviously a hotter take, even if it is like actually a top tier choice. It just is not one that people would think about right away.
That's because it's disappeared. It's no longer available.
It's not my goat. Not my goat.
I hate it every time. Like Sobe. Where's Sobe at? I want one of them drinks again.
You're the only one, which is why it's gone.
What? What? No, sir.
Wait, if we're piling on Will, just remember he once said the soda brand Squirt is an S tier soda. I just like to let everyone know that as well.
It is a top 5 soda for me. All righty, back to this great match. Sorry for the
no
leg and a
Mike
half.
Mike has loved this Gatorade discussion because he has thrown beautifully ever since we started it. 6.0 last leg. He's throwing a 6.4 now. Kellen, on the other hand, hates this Gatorade discussion. That is for sure.
Yeah, see, there we go. You got one.
I'm pretty sure I don't need to be fired over that, but all right. Fine. That's where I'm going to draw the line. That's what I'm going to get fired for. I'll take it.
Well, Carter is doing a great job right now of kind of reassuring me of my statement of he hasn't pulled out his best stuff yet. He's definitely pulling it out at this moment.
And on the reverse of that, Kellen is not getting better right this second. And you can see he's like clicking darts off. They're going a little high, a little low. They're marching on him a little bit. It's always a tough feeling when that's the case. But there is still a long way to go in this match. Mike Carter takes a 4-1 lead, but he's not even halfway to the finish line here in this race to 9.
Yeah, it's been a kind of a little bit more drawn out here in this one, especially after our first leg being that 18 rounder that kind of set the tone for us here in this matchup. Kellen's got to collect here, though. He's got this 3-leg deficit. Really needs to find the 2 to make it 4-3 going into our break. Great start.
Perfection on the start from Kellen Spurlin. Not as much perfection as that mustache or shirt, but it's about as close as it can get.
Kellen, to me, looks like he just entered into an 80s nightclub looking for a good time.
Yeah, but he entered that 80s nightclub ready to do the dance-off, and he's going to win that dance-off.
Dude, that shirt is
that's
coming off within a minute of that dance-off.
I mean, obviously. Again, another reason how he's winning that dance-off. I bet he has some moves.
No doubt. He is doing the splits, whether he can or cannot. By the end of that dance session.
Well, we're going to have some content at TOC already. Can Kellen Spurlin do the splits?
Yeah, we'll get it.
He immediately goes to stretching classes tomorrow. I don't know what they're called.
I think it's called yoga.
I've never been to one.
Not stretching classes.
No, it's not. No, it's a different thing. I'm not talking about yoga. I could have said yoga. I did not say yoga.
What are stretching classes?
He's trying to stretch out those. I mean, there's classes where you just like, you stretch it out. I don't know.
I had something really cruel to say, but I held it in, everybody. I just want to let you know that.
Cheers for that, Will. I know I'm grateful, and it's probably against me, so that's why.
No,
I'm grateful.
It was definitely the opposite.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, nothing. Great last from Kellen. He's spread the advantage his way, and look at this too. He's got the 20s, he's got the 19s, he's got the 18s, he's got 3 house advantage here. It'd be interesting to see what Mike does if he was able to capture the 9 there. Would he have taken a look at the triple? Would he have went to the 15s or stayed?
I think that's actually a fun position for Mike to be in. Not anymore now, but it was to start off with because he could have made those decisions. And I love so much that last start from Kellen.
Yeah, it gives him a potential look at the game-winning shot when he returns, right?
Right. That's the exact reason for it. And it's one that even me as someone who knows this game very well, that is not a shot that I even think about taking myself. And I've been yelled at by those top players before on that exact situation. Like, why didn't you look at the bowl?
I always, this is why I get a little flack on this one every once in a while, but I was always told, Steve Brown told me, especially when it comes to steel tip darts, the best start in cricket is going to be trip 20, double bowl. And it's like, wait, what? Yeah. And then when you realize why, it's like, it mentally changes the game for your opponent as well. So, yeah, I think that those little attempts at the bull earlier rather than later can be really meaningful, especially where Kellen's currently at in this 4-1 scoreline. He just kind of made Mike check and realize, like, okay, I'm still in this match, and that is exactly why.
That's a real coffin shot as he puts the hammer in that nail in that hand. What? All right. Anyway, hammer to the nail, and it's 4-2. Troy Leroy in the chat, man, we knew Troy was going to be a huge fan of Kellen. Like, oh, mate, this is a beauty. This man is peak on, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that is incredible.
And he knows it, too. Well, like we talked about,
we still need to go to New Zealand.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Like New Zealand, Australia has to happen. I would love to go to Fiji as well, with a rugby background. Yeah, those ones for me are must attends.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. That's the goal right there. Kellen, speaking of goals, those are all in the same row. Boom goes the dynamite on the 18s.
He's starting to collect here. We're starting to see some form from Kellen as well as Mike. Look at this.
Back-to-back 9s. That one from Mike Carter. We got 9 marks on the evening so far. We didn't even talk predictions. We didn't talk scoreline. I know it's late at this point to do so, but I think both of us were kind of in the same situation where, based on stats alone and maybe a couple other factors, maybe Kellen was getting a little bit of the advantage here. But Dynamite Carter back-to-back 9s of his own now. And that is why he is known as Dynamite.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a tough position, right? Because ideally you want to strike at some point if you're Kellen, but it kind of stinks that you do it potentially the last leg in this leg, because then you go into a break and anything can happen. If you get 5 minutes of downtime, do you take that off? Do you continue to hit the board? If I'm rolling, if I'm Kellen, I would continue to hit the board as I'm during the break. But coulda, shoulda, woulda. That chance may be missed now because here comes Mike. 7.50.
Yeah, but Kellen, a 9 mark away from put himself back in this conversation. Another one of those will do it. Oh, skims it low, but this is better. This is what we were looking for, and not just from, I'm not talking Kellen or Mike's perspective, right? I'm talking Kellen. This is, even if he loses this leg, the 6-5 right now, the way he's played the last couple legs is a lot of momentum. It's a lot more, it's going to feel a lot more normal to his game. And he's not going to be thinking so much about the people behind him anymore, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. And you don't know it. it's hard to tell from here. He's been playing pretty decent. I don't think the crowd's really bothered him too much. Yes, he's playing under the average for the season, that's where you kind of wonder a little bit, but it's only like half a mark. So I don't know. It's too early to tell. I say the way he came out on fire, though, that was something. It's just a bummer that it went so lengthy.
Oh, absolutely. Sorry, I am dying at this back and forth between Troy and Cam. Cam is going to be Kellen's kid. I think he's the one in the red hat back there. But Cam goes, "That's my dad. Go Fat Cat." And Troy goes, "Cam, he's everybody's dad, lad. Just take a look at him."
That is excellent.
Oh man, if everyone's as funny as Troy is in New Zealand, I got to move there. 6.43 from Dynamite Carter to take the 5-2 lead heading to the break. Will, so far it's been a good one.
Yeah, fantastic performances and some moments that turn on a real dime here. We saw it here in this leg right here where Mike just took the upper hand advantage, and he's going to roll into break 5-2 ahead. We'll find out if he can end up getting this W or Kellen Spurlin can come back from the depths to win. We'll be right back with these interviews, folks.
Joining you for week 3 of the CSC Challenger Series, we have Dynamite Carter here with us. But first, before we get into it, what saloon are you playing out of tonight, and what vendor do you play for?
Play for Troy Vending, coming out of the best pool and dart bar west of the Mist, Bull Shooters in Peoria.
Well, you had a tough week 2 matchup there, Mike, against Carrie, the Axeman Thaxton. Can you talk to us a little bit about that matchup?
It's a good match. I'm actually playing with him in TOC this year, so it was a little bit of a banger, man. We really wanted to put a show on for each other. He struggled a little bit. We both struggled, but it was a good match to start with, and I kind of pulled ahead and was able to stay ahead. So.
And then, of course, now you have another tough match in front of you in the top 8 on the winner's side. Kellen Spurlin, the Fat Cat. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top here?
I tend to get up into 6th gear and then downshift, so I need to get out early and stay ahead of this guy, man. He's shooting real good darts right now. Not a lot of guys are having trouble playing him, so I feel like if I can get out ahead and stay ahead, I'm going to be able to make a miss. So that's the game plan.
Of course, there's still a lot of tough competitors out here in the Wild West. Who's the most wanted, the most dangerous in your mind here of our remaining CSC challengers?
I got to go with the 3-time champion, or however many times he's won this thing, freaking Mike Maloney. That's the match I want next week. I mean, that's the one I want to get. And of course, Ram is out there somewhere, and Gates and those guys, but I want that Maloney match.
I love it. Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Yeah, no, like always, appreciate all you guys watching, and just keep supporting darts. It's getting bigger and bigger, and keep supporting it. And appreciate my friends and family for supporting, and most of all, my soon-to-be wife, Alyssa. Appreciate all your support. She'll be there today cheering. So get ready for America's best dart cheerleader out there.
I love it. And Mike, we're excited to watch tonight's matchup. So let's waste no more time, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Mike Carter, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Push the limits and bring your game to the next level when you shop and save 15% off the Red Dragon Paradigm darts for our September Dart of the Month special. These 90% tungsten darts come in 2 barrel shapes, tapered and torpedo, and offer the same milling across both barrels with radial grooves and diagonal notches in each section. The Paradigm darts also feature a dual coating for a smooth touch in the front and a rougher feel in the back. Each box also comes with a set of hardcore premium flights which feature a sweet holographic effect that will light up your darts with every color of the rainbow as you throw. You can also get a chance to win a Red Dragon Snakebite jersey in the size large with a monthly raffle. How do you enter? Just purchase our September Dart of the Month special and you'll automatically get entered. The giveaway ends October 1st, so don't miss out on your chance for free stuff. Tap the banner on our homepage at a2zdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month, and don't forget we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
Welcome back to the CSC Challenger Series for week 3 here of our Division 1. Joined by Kellen Spurlin, and tonight, Kellen, what bar are you playing out of and what vendor do you play for?
I play for ECS, and I'm throwing out of Casey's 218.
Well, it's exciting to have you on. And last week, you had a tough matchup against two-time finalists of the CSC Challenger Series and Rick Hinsey. Tell us a little bit about that match.
Rick is a great shot. I knew coming into it that I was going to have to throw the best darts that I've ever thrown before, and just kind of did what I did best and just throw darts and try to have fun.
Well, of course, you have another tough matchup tonight. You got Dynamite Carter here as we make out our top 8 on the winner's side. What's going to be your game plan coming out on top?
Kind of the same game plan as I always do. I'm a pointer, so I like to point. Mike's a great shot. I play him all the time in league, in tournaments, so it's nothing new. So we're going to have to come out swinging pretty fast.
And of course, there's a lot of competitors still in here after 2 weeks of action. Who's your most wanted in the Wild West? Who, besides yourself, is the best?
Since I've started playing darts in the CSC and trying to travel a little bit here and there, the guy that I've been wanting to play in the CSC has been Mike Maloney. So I'm hoping to try to find a way to get to play him.
Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
First off, I'd like to thank my wife, Chelsea. She is a super mom when it comes to letting me play darts and always being supportive and just the most important person to me. Also, the guy that got me started playing darts and taught me everything I know, Jesse Sherbon. Without him, I wouldn't be the player I am today. There's a few other people, Sean Murray, Ryan Earl. Those guys have had a big impact on me. I'd also like to say thanks to Joe Pete and ECS and the bar I throw out of Casey's and Jeremy. And I have so many friends, family, supporters, text messages, calls. I think my dart community is one of the most special groups of people for the support that I receive every single day, every time I play. I'm really grateful to have such a strong community that's behind me.
Well, we are excited to see you take it on the main stage here for tonight's matchup, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Kellen Spurlin, and you're watching the CSC.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. It's 5-2 scoreline in favor of Mike Carter as we are back from our break. Kellen's been putting up some moments here of promise, but just has kind of failed at times on the even in the given leg, and just gave it right back to Mike. Is that right, Sean?
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, though, Mike has been dynamic so far this evening. He has hit quite a few 9 marks. The legs that he has won, he's either earned it, like that first leg where it's 18 rounds of a 5-2, or he's jumping out early and hitting, spreading the wealth around the board and taking them out quickly. For Kellen, he is definitely a heavy hitter. And if he's able to get rolling on some points, he can average that 6.5 pretty easily. And I think we have still a long way to go here on the back end of this. And maybe even Kellen brings us back to within striking distance here pretty early after the break. That's my prediction.
It's not a bad prediction. I mean, if we're looking at the overall NPRs and just those legs, this very well could have been 4-3 advantage for Kellen in going into the break. I mean, you count the first leg where he kind of extended it a little bit more than he should, and Mike kind of grabbed him there. And then another leg as well, where he had that upper hand, had the ground that he needed to, and just kind of hit a wall. So yeah, very well could be 4-3, but it's a tale of a different story in 5-2 Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, still a long way to go. Mike just over the halfway point. It kind of matters early on, right? We talk about it leg 7, leg 8, leg 9. Mike dominated in leg number 7 to take us to the break. How does he jump out here? And early on, it's a 1 mark.
What you do during that break is very big. You have to. It's kind of tricky. You can't take a full sit. You can't put yourself out of the rhythm like that. I think that you need to just take a moment, get your mind right, and then, have a few at the board. At least kind of keep your arm moving. I wasn't keeping an eye really on our 2 players during our break, so I was unsure about really what they did, but look at the strong bounce back from Mike Carter.
Yeah, boom goes the dynamite there from Mike. And, 5.0 plays a 5.0 now.
That's a way to swing it back your way.
Yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead and end the counter now. Hit the counter now. You're fine.
He's going to get back to back.
Up.
Oh, he has to move over. This is tougher now.
Up.
Boom goes the dynamite. Back to back. What, do you think I was going to jinx that? I know better. 12-9 mark so far. And, wow, back-to-back 9s to drive yourself back into control. But here comes Kellen.
That's exactly what you wanted, back and forth from our players to start off after break here, but could be advantage Mike. Does he take the shot? He will not. And I don't think he really had the distance. Had he hit a triple, maybe he would take a look there. So unfortunate that he only grabbed what he did. So we'll see what Kellen swings here. Go down to the 19s. Yeah, just not liking the position of that dart in the 20.
It's always tough because every once in a while the tips kind of bend a little bit too. And when that happens, then it lands a certain way and it's now just like hovering over that treble bed. It really is a frustrating spot for a dart to be.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've said this too. I do want to go ahead and relay it one more time. It's important to have different types of tips in your bag, as we're going to get a big. I thought we were going to get a 9. And the reason why is you never know when you go into play that night how the face is going to operate for you. Yeah, it could be perfect, like these nice G3 fireboards from Arachnid. It could be, a perfect shaped board, but if it's maybe you're having a few dropouts when you feel they should be in, that's when you have to change your tip to maybe something else that's going to stick a little bit better for you that night.
And honestly, that's what I was going to say earlier about Kellen a little bit as he gets a big 7 mark there. He's had a lot of 6 marks, more than 7 marks. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot of it's 1 mark difference. But if that 1 extra mark is getting you a head start on the next scoring segment, or if that puts the scoring segment at 4 after the close, it does become a bigger deal to get a 6 mark versus a 7 mark. And I've just seen a lot of those darts from him, like kind of kiss off to the side. But there's a 9 mark from Kellen Spurlin, or 8 mark, excuse me. And that will do just fine because he did have that 7 mark in the previous round. So only 8 there.
But it feels like a big 9, doesn't it? At the right time for him. He really needs to collect on legs 8 and 9. We always mention those 2 legs as they're like revival opportunities. You feel like you get an extra life, don't you? Like you hit the little what is it? Is it a little mushroom, right, in Mario?
The little mushroom, it makes you small.
Oh, okay. Well, what is it? The little extra life opportunity you get in Mario.
The green mushroom? Yeah, it's the green mushroom.
There we go. So it is a mushroom. All right, I was right.
Well, yeah, but
what?
But It's a big mushroom though. It's not a little one.
Hey, get an extra life.
But-
we'll just go back to our what we said.
That's better.
Have you
'cause
never
it threw me
played
off 'cause
Mario?
I was in the
have.
pocket of saying staying alive, and then you threw me off, and I wasn't going to do that, and then I just ruined it by doing it anyway. But Kellen Spurlin wins it 5-4-8 in that one, 5-3 score line.
Yeah, good way to recover. And yes, Nick, I have played Mario. It's just I haven't played it like recently. Come on now.
But like, so many of the power-ups are based off mushrooms in particular. Like, it's not like there's just one power-up that you didn't remember. We played a video of us playing Mario Party where we had mushroom superpowers.
Yeah, but you act like I remember every part of Mario Party when I played it back in 5th grade.
We just posted the video 3 months ago.
Yeah, that's the last time I played it since 5th grade, Nick. Oh, we don't just sit and play video games like you do all the time. Come on.
So chat, how's it going? How's it going, chat? You guys doing all right?
Yeah, let me just.
right.
I know what melon Gatorade is. I don't know what Mario eats, though. That's for sure. Out of my realm of knowledge. How am I supposed to remember everything? I know about melon, though. That's the fierce one.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All righty. Well, Carter, 180 plays 152 here. Does he go ahead and attack the 19s early? Yeah, just check him off. Takes it away. Now what do you do? Back to the 20s for more?
20. Yeah, big dart there from Mike Carter. I do like his ability to step over. It is one of those underrated abilities to have in darts. I know that you can do the same thing. I pride myself on being able to like almost step over an entire board and hit the target that I'm looking at because I can't even hit it normally. So that's I really am excited when I get to do that. It helps to be able to move. Now I don't move typically. I'm not one of those people that like moves across the line depending on what I'm aiming at. Are you the same way that way, Will?
I would much rather move segments than move over myself, but yeah,
right,
if I really need to stay, then I'm gonna go ahead and move over, whether it be to the left or right, wherever I feel more comfortable at, and try to grab it.
Yeah, I stay in the stationary spot, and then I only move over when I have to, and it looks like Mike is the same way. As you can see him just moving over with his eyes instead of with his
well, two opposites. Body. We've seen former CSC or CSI champion Jeremiah Millar. He moves over every single dart. He moves as he goes. He wants to sand like straight at that wedge he's aiming at, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, you see him position and move himself around the throw line almost nonstop.
Yeah, he will wear out an entire line from one side to the other by the end of it, which is great. And he'll even do that if he's staying on the same target. Like say it's the first dart in the 20, but it's over in the left side. He will step over just a tiny little bit and then throw that second dart, and he'll step over just a tiny little bit more and hit that third one. That's a big round there from Mike Carter.
Yeah, that's
in the driver's seat here.
It's a dominating position for him, and I mentioned Kellen really needs to rattle off the 8th and 9th leg, and he's going to probably miss out on the 9th here, as Carter will look to win it with 2 bowls. Oh, that position's scary.
He should be able to get the job done, and not really any pressure on him if he doesn't. There was still no winning darts there from Kellen. But that being said, Kellen could have made that very interesting. But doesn't it seem like 6-3 is so much further away than 5-2 was? Like, it just feels like 6-3, the double the score line. It just looks like Kellen has more work to do, and it's the exact same distance away.
Yeah, you're closer to that out, that of the game being done. It's you now know he needs 3 legs, and that's it.
Well, that'll help as Kellen gets another 9 mark, the 13th of the night between these two gentlemen.
Yeah, good time for a 9. It would be a good time for a return, and it will not happen from Carter.
Ooh, unlucky twice.
Yeah, just the wrong side of that dart into the 111, and this game is a game of millimeters. It truly is, and you can see how big the difference is.
Fat Cat. Perfect through 6.
Absolutely love it. Keep it rolling, sir. Carter just taking a moment. He knows he can kind of make it up here on the 15s or bull. Not really anymore. Even with the 6 mark, he's not going to do much damage here. Really needed that 9. So, Kellen, what do you say, sir?
Oh, he's not going to be perfect. But he might take it out in 10, which is exactly what I would rank his outfit and general appearance. A 10 out of 10. So that would be very much worth it.
Yeah, pretty.
And Mike is just like, cool, I'll just hit a white horse of my own. Boom goes the dynamite.
Pretty solid little leg here from both our gentlemen. A little bit more impressive, of course, from Kellen, but missing one dart. And that is it as he capitalizes on a nice 7.20.
It has got to be nice to know you have that type of a leg in your back pocket if you need it. I just wish that it would have happened against the throw form.
Well, it finally happened. Although it's flip-flop of going into this matchup, we have finally risen above a 5. It's 5.05 for Kellen, 5.21 for Mike Carter in this matchup. So
they definitely have raised these averages up.
Certainly, especially after break. I mean, you look at Kellen, 5.48, 4.83, 7.20. You look at Mike, 4.78, 5.29, 5.33. And of course,
Mike Carter, another 9 mark to start.
We were having some progress towards that at the very beginning, or at the very tail end of the before the break. When we have a 6.14 from Kellen, 5.33 for Mike, it was a 4.67 and a 6.43. So yeah, give him a couple legs, and it's kind of interesting how this longer format enables these guys to really hit their stride.
Yeah, and what you're mentioning there, those 3 legs from Kellen that are above a 6, the one that's above the 7, like those are beasts of legs that not every dart player has those gears.
No.
And Kellen Spurlin, boom goes the dynamite. They have 2 9 marks in this leg. One from Mike and now one from Kellen. But yeah, that gear is something that a lot of dart players don't get. They don't have. And for Kellen to have it multiple times, that's a dangerous player if he can really get going.
Definitely so. Jonathan Long let us know Derek Hinkle comes out on top 9-8 in their battle.
So that will do it for the Western New Yorker and Jonathan Long, who had a very impressive first week. But Derek Hinkle is definitely a tough player on that loser side. And to take him to that last leg decider, that had to be an epic match there. But Derek will move on to play the winner of Steve Hennings or Kevin Schmitz.
Couple tough competitors there. Of course, every match is going to be tough when you're in the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Get involved today, dartstoc.com. Check out the map where you can get involved at your nearest location. Great 7 mark from Kellen, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think Mike Carter is going to take the advantage away right now.
Yep. He's staying up. He might go back up, but
I think now you do, especially with the break.
Yeah. But he looked at 15s first, I think.
If you don't hesitate, go ahead and wherever it takes you, go ahead and go with it. Sometimes that spring reaction, you need to just roll with it. And if it feels right, it goes in most of the time. So yeah, but with the hesitation, go right back up to the scoring wedge where you can do the most damage.
Yeah, absolutely. And
because you're fighting 60 to 48. Got to look at it that way.
Right. That's 100% correct. And right now, Mike with a 60-point advantage. So he's going to make sure that is out of reach by a lot, I guess, before he takes a look at that 16. And, well, just like that crazy round, calling all Chizzy fans, all Dave Chisnell products from Harrow's are now 20% off all month long at A to Z Darts. That is a crazy, crazy deal. Just tap the banner on their website to shop all Chizzy merch for this sweet deal.
Some great darts there in that Chizzy range.
Just don't add the follow through.
Yeah, the follow through is pretty awful to be fair, but yeah, those darts, pretty good ring grip to them. They're going to be perfect for anybody, any dart player. Straight barrel ring grip. Usually you can get on with them.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful yellow color. A lot of those Chizzy darts are, which is very unique to him. So I know I like that combination. And Mike Carter, 7-4 now, gets the job done. 5-7-4 in that leg to the 5-5-7 from Kellen Spurlin. And Kellen, still an opportunity to rattle off a couple legs and make it 6-7 in favor of Mike Carter.
It could be, but you got to find it, and you got to find it now. And this is not the best of starts.
No, it's not.
I absolutely hate it, as Mike Carter is going to probably take hold of the reins here.
Uh-huh. Oh, I know why he did it. He had two darts in the top of that treble bed, kind of blocking the majority of it. But if that 19 hits, that's a dangerous start. Instead, Kellen can make it a 3-point game. Get rid of the 20 here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Get rid of that 20. I think you're tempted to stay, but more damage is done by closing that 20 and forcing Mike to a different wedge. And yeah, hits it right off the bat. So now he's got a decision to make. He's going to be tempted to close out the 19s. And that is exactly what he's going to elect to do, but he misses into the single 7. What a time to do that. Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is why you do not rush the third dart. That's why you don't take any liberties with it. You got to throw that just like you do every other one. And Mike will be the first one to tell you there on that third dart, he rushed it because he felt himself starting to move forward a little bit and just threw the dart. And it clicked off. It wasn't that it was a bad dart. It was just sometimes that happens.
It's kind of a tougher position in that wedge. You need to just kind of more aim at the double wire and go for that segment instead. But yeah, it's a toughie. It's going to be hard to work your way out of this one, but it's up to Kellen in the long run. He's got to collect here as well. Yeah, it does collect on the 17 to just keep pushing the advantage.
I have to point out that Mitchell just called Kellen's outfit old Tiger shirts.
Yeah, Tigers have stripes. Tigers have stripes, my guy.
You could have named like a whole bunch of different cats that would have fit that profile there. The Kellen's cheetah would have been fine. Jaguar, leopard. I mean, giraffe. You had many options on animal, and you went with tiger that has stripes. But he does have a great crowd behind him. You are right there.
Yeah, I mean, he certainly does. He just got that down for himself, just the crowd support. But unfortunately, he's down right now,
there.
trying to fight his way out of this one.
This is interesting because he still has a 90-point lead. He just doesn't have any wedges.
Yeah. I was interested to see what he would do in this spot. Yeah, he goes for the 15s. I think that's the right call.
I agree.
You have to find a wedge, but now you give the advantage to Mike.
Yeah, Yeah, he got a little excited on dart 3, which I think we all would have in that situation.
I was ready to go on that one. Kellen's lucky that Mike didn't take the advantage on those 15s. So up to him.
Big dart. Big dart hit from Big Cat. I see. I want to keep doing that. 24-point advantage, though. Mike can go double bowl, trip 15. We've seen it in the CSC quite a few times, probably more than we probably should.
He's a big fat cat.
I never said that. More than once. He's not going to go double. However, does he want to risk it?
Yeah. Do you take the? No, he's going to stay on it. But now he's moving all the way over.
You can kiss it right off that. Oh, he tried to and just missed the dart.
Opposite side, but still collects to take that 1 point lead. So now, do you just commit on the 15s if you're Kellen? Or sorry,
well, not the 16s.
You can't do that, bud.
No, you can't.
That could cost him here. Oh,
it still could.
But still, way to collect on the last. That's a big last for him. But still, I mean,
will leave a look.
Exactly. You need to collect on a double. Look at Heather Fuller right now in the background.
Mm-hmm. She wants to go trip 15.
I think you have to. With the position of that first dart, you're only going to get 25, and it doesn't do much. So go ahead and take the shot at the 15s there.
Oh, look at Kellen. He's staying on the bowl on the last dart. And he gets a 7 mark.
Oh, and the old miss. That's a toughie. As this will go a 5 or 7-5 here in this one.
Yep. And Kellen Spurlin does make it 7-5. It seems like this match has been a lot closer than what's felt like a 3-leg advantage for Mike kind of the whole time. And I mean, I'm just waiting for Kellen to throw a 6+ against the throw. But Mike has also been really good on his throw.
He has, and this is what he's been doing. He's been peppering that triple 20 when he needs to. Great opener of a 6 mark. Oh, Mike Carter, everyone.
Boom goes the dynamite. Another. We're up to 18.
11 of those going Mike Carter's way tonight.
Which I think if there were like betting odds on who was going to have more 9 marks, I think that would also have been a favorite to Kellen overall, based on the 27 he had in those 2 matches that he's played already.
Yeah, we said we were missing the stats on one of our matches, but Mike only had 5 in that one matchup where Kellen had 26. There's no way that Mike had 21 in a match. So, yeah, you give the slight advantage to Kellen just right off the bat, not even putting leg differential into the factor. So, yeah, I think that Mike really – we said it. He knew coming into this what he has to do to win a matchup on the CSC stream. It's much different when you are up here in the stream rather than just playing a remote matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at that. La Maquina is in the chat. Let's go, Carter. Gotta love all them apples. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Will. It is it's been one of those type of situations. Mike's he's thrown well against his throw. He's been able to do enough. Kellen's pushed a little bit, but Mike, this is about the time where he throws great darts.
Yeah, piecing it together when he needs to. Look at
Big
that.
7.
Yeah, and you can see no eyes to any other target. Just staying right there on the 20s, doing the most damage possible.
Well, that almost seemed just likely after the first one, right? Big 9-mark response from Spurlin.
As you can see, that's why Mike hit that big 7 mark.
Yeah, if there's ever a player in your leagues, folks, that complains about someone pointing or anything like that, just have them just watch one CSC match. Just one.
Yeah, nobody's gonna. Yes, I think there's a time where you say it's a little excessive, but in this CSC, most of the time it's not, because you know that a 9 mark is incoming at any given time, and chances are it can be followed pretty easily by most of our players involved, whether it be Division 1 or Division 2, folks. Our averages speak for that. So, yeah, you kind of got to be prepared for that spread to happen. So you need to put the points on in certain instances to win a leg and maybe make it to that next round, make it to our money rounds, make it to a final.
Yeah, absolutely. And man, I'm telling you what, I guess if your name's Mike, doubles are your friend. We're just going to call that a Mike double now. And a whole bunch of people are going to be even happier about that, no matter what.
I think that...
Ooh, a Mick double? That actually is funny.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I think that it's just part of our game nowadays. I think that we're starting to see that play evolve in the 501 game, especially at the PDC ranks, utilizing double-double to take matches.
You see TK's post in there? Jervis defeats Gates.
Well, there you go.
He's right-handed. Lefty himself is into the top 4. He'll play the winner of this one.
You just keep it going for him, don't you? He mentioned that that to me at Shark Tank. He said, "Can you tell Sean I'm right-handed?"
I know, and I've known. I played against him literally, like in tournaments. Like I've played literally against him, and yeah, I don't know why, but he is now.
It doesn't surprise me. Any given moment, players are vulnerable. If you capitalize on your opportunities, you can take anyone down, and we've just seen it here tonight. Ryan gets the win. Mike with a 9.
So that means next week, Ryan Jervis will take on Ram Guevara, who bested Brian Dennis tonight. So that'll be a good matchup. And don't worry, the other top 4 matchup, the winner of this match playing Mike Maloney, will be there the week after. So that's going to be a runway for Division 1, by the way, folks.
No thanks. Underdog story, Mike Maloney again? Just kidding. Just kidding. Well, look at Mike. That's a big time hit. And it forces Kellen to hit a 7 mark here. And if you don't hit a 7 mark, which you're not going to now, you're in trouble. Big trouble. He's going to be all over this. Capitalize on a massive 7 mark. That's exactly what he needed to do. And you can see just by that little moment there before Kellen stepped to the throw line, he knew he was in some trouble, and he needs to find his way out of it.
Let's also acknowledge, though, right? I mean, Kellen, he's only been playing for 5 years. He doesn't even know which version of the Colonial barrels he owns. I asked him, he was like, "See, do you not know which Colonials you have?" And he said, "It just says Colonial on the box." So he's one of those guys that we've seen this with the Austin Braswells of the past and a few other of these guys that really have not long playing careers get to this high level of talent. And I gotta say, I'm thoroughly impressed with playing with that crowd and having the shorter runway of experience and admitting that you're nervous in the interview. There's a lot to like about Kellen Spurlin.
Oh, definitely.
And that mustache isn't just the only thing, as he hits another 9 mark. Boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, big time 9. And I think a lot of that is, demeanor and overall where he's been, what he's done. What did he do before darts? We don't know. Did he play football? Did he play? Did he play?
Ride motorcycles? Probably do really cool stuff with backwards hats.
Who knows? Did he make?
He was in Motorhead.
I'm not gonna say it, but I have to. I have to. Never mind. No, we're not going to. Did he make speedboat tours down in Florida? We just don't know. Okay.
Believe it or not, folks, he was a previous chairman of the Gatorland amusement park. All right. You heard of Tiger King? This is the Gator sire.
That it fit until you ended that. But whatever. So what I was meaning to say is if he had, previous moments of, if he can relate, if you had baseball experience, that usually can relate to darts pretty easily. Usually baseball players have a tendency to do well at the start. They just grasp darts pretty quickly.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. Mike Carter's throwing fantastic tonight. I don't think that we can say enough about how well Mike Carter has played. That average right now is what?
Well, both are pretty impressive, but yeah, 5.18 for Mike, 5.10 for Kellen. So pretty good.
I mean, you're above a 5. You're in the top half of Division I of the CSC automatically. And again, for Mike is throwing way above that 4.98 that we had him at from week 1 or week 2, whatever week we actually had. I mean, it's been really impressive. And for Kellen, he's going to feel like he's throwing so bad tonight, and part of that is because of what Mike has done. And the other part of that is he's throwing 0.15 below what he's done so far in the CSC. And Mike Carter might win this right here. Oh, not quite, but it's getting closer.
Yeah, I mean, 35-point spread here. Just looking at overall houses, it's most likely going to go to Mike. Just percentage-wise, yeah, definitely going to give the nod towards him. But I say overall, yeah, I think I said it last season, if not the season before, when Kellen first was introduced. After I saw him at Shark Tank, I said, this guy's really got it. He's impressive. And if he can build on a night where he's putting some 5-6 consecutive legs of 5+ in, okay, he becomes a scary figure, doesn't he? He becomes one of those guys that you're going to want to watch out for in a bracket year in, year out, season in, season out.
I mean, yeah, he beat 2 top tier competitors in week 1 and week 2. Again, Derek Eagle week 1, Rick Hensey week 2. He is getting better, and it's scary to know that, right? Because the more he plays in this, the better he's going to get, and the tougher he's going to get. And in this case, I think it was just Mike Carter having a little bit more of that experience of playing on the live stream heading into it, and was able to get the jump early. And that's made all of the difference here. Crystal Phelps in there saying, I think Kellen is my CDI player this year, or partner this year. That's awesome. Wouldn't that be awesome to find out that your partner looked like that and was going to be that much fun and that good at darts?
A little early for that kind of statement, though. Let's be honest. Things change before DOC. But if all works out like that, yeah, that would be a great partner to have for sure. There's
for the win. And there it is, Mike Carter. 5-2-5 in that last leg for him. 9-5 victory for Dynamike over Kellen Spurlin. So we got Mike versus Mike in the last 4. That one will happen again the 29th of September. Next week, we got Ram Guevara taking on Ryan Jarvis. And I cannot wait to see that one. But congratulations once again to Mike Carter. Epic performance. Epic performance.
Yeah, overall, I mean, what a night! What a back and forth battle. Of course, right from the get go, leg number 1 was a true tall tale sign of how the night was going to go. 18 round deep in our opener. Come on now, how often we never get that? We have never seen that before in a CSC night. I don't believe so, right?
I mean, it's almost like they were 2 UFC fighters who at the beginning of round 1 just were like pointed to the center of the circle of the octagon, and they're just going to go at it for a hot minute. And it was cool to see, and I think it just took a lot out of Kellen a little bit early on to just have that pressure, to be putting that pressure on Mike and still not get that leg done. And I think that Mike from there, the confidence just kind of picked him up and carried him on through.
Yeah, and like I said, right after break, had this been 4-3, which it very well could have been 4-3 going into break, who knows what could have happened there. I think that there's a lot to like about Kellen Spurlin. It's not only the play, but the attire,
he's a character.
The get up. Come on now.
If I were a dart company, I would be like immediately jumping on board on that, and like just whatever you need. Cheetah print, let's do it. Let's do it all day. I mean, I'm all in.
We need characters. We need that in darts. You see the PDC level, you see your Peter Wright and what he's known for, and everything else. But those characters are reasons why people watch the game, and what could bring us to that next level. You never know. Maybe ESPN or what have you could be around the corner if we can just grasp that audience a little bit wider than we already have it. So thanks to you folks for tuning in tonight. We definitely appreciate it because, well, you're the starter to that process, aren't you? You guys are the ones that got us here, essentially. So who knows where we can continue to grow, but I think it's just up and up and up.
Absolutely. And next week, again, we got a great matchup, but how about Wednesday? It's going to be a fantastic Division II matchup. We got probably the greatest hair in all of darts, Devin Hunter, taking on the Yenza, Chris Alexander from Pittsburgh. I am so looking forward to that matchup. Another couple of characters that are going to put on a great show for our audience.
I still can't decide if Devin Hunter reminds me of Will Ferrell in Semi-Pro or if it's Bob Ross, maybe a couple others. But, man, the fro is truly something from Devin Hunter. I'm looking forward to that battle. Amazing. I hope you guys are too. Set your reminders, 8 p.m. Wednesday night. Thanks for joining us, folks. We appreciate it. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShera, per usual. We'll see you Wednesday night, 8 p.m.
Have a great night, guys.
Melon soda? Like melon Gatorade? What are we...